Hello my pixel people, I am the Exogenesis and welcome to First Boot. In this episode we are looking at Painkiller Hell Damnation or Painkiller HD depending on which way you want to name it, because technically it's a HD remake of the original Painkiller and the expansion pack. However, they're giving it its own little name, Hell Damnation, which actually stands for HD, so it kind of makes sense. Painkiller, for those of you that do not know, is a game which has been out for about 10 years I believe. And it had a really strong competitive gaming kind of aspect to it because it was part of the CPL World Tour, which was the Cyber Athlete Professional League. And there was a lot of money put on the line. I think there was £1 million kind of season, so $1 million, sorry. So a lot of money was made through that. Anyway, so now we're here, Hell Damnation, which is a remake of both the single player and the multiplayer. And before we get into the actual gameplay itself, we're going to have a quick look at the options screen like we always do, just to make sure that we've got all the options we require as PC gamers. So on the sound options, we've got master volume, effects volume, and music volume. The music is a very kind of heavy rock. Or metal, I don't know. I'm not actually into my metal music, but I have to admit, the music goes perfectly with the game, so I actually do really enjoy it. I've lowered it down a little bit because it is a little bit loud at default. And we've got gamma settings, so how dark you want the video to be, basically. And then under advanced video, we've got resolution, graphic quality, texture quality, shadow quality, geometry quality, lighting quality, effects quality, and post-processing quality. These all go to very high, and this is like, if I just, graphics quality is all of them, so I can go to low, to very high. None of them have anything above high, I do not believe. We've also got vertical sync and frame rate smoothing, which we don't want any of that on because that will introduce some kind of mouse lag, unfortunately. It does look a little bit better, however, with vertical sync, but I definitely wouldn't recommend using it. So yeah, we'll disregard saving. Controller settings. I don't know why I didn't put control settings. Controller is a bit off-putting, but from what I can see, I've heard it works with a controller, but it's not instantly in your face. So you can set up your primary and an alternative, so you can actually set 2 keys to each option, which is really kind of old school and in a good way, because some people like to have the option, like, how do I say, for instance, so if I am, let's say, sprinting, some people have controllers jump and spaces jump. But if they're sprinting in a game, this game doesn't have a sprint, but I'm just saying, for instance, you'd be using shift, so then it'd be easier to use spaces jump. If you're not sprinting, it'd be easier to use control. It's not used that often anymore, for obvious reasons. It's not really needed too much, but it's a good option to have there in the first place. This is one thing I'd like to bring up. Weapon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That doesn't tell me anything. I actually like to set these up to like Q, E, F, U. I actually have all my weapons set up separately, but I haven't actually had the time or the effort to actually go through and figure out which weapon 1 is and what weapon 2 is. I really hope that they actually change this to actually say the weapon name. It'd make a lot more sense. Overall, guys, the options menu is pretty damn impressive. And you've got crosshair type and show subtitles in gameplay settings, which is cool also. So we'll go back, and what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to start the game. You can watch the opening cinematic because the cinematics are not that important, but I don't know, I think they're quite interesting. It's very old school. Voice acting isn't great. The guy sounds a bit like Duke Nukem, and yeah, so we'll do that, and then when the gameplay starts, I'll start talking to you about the actual gameplay itself. So catch you in a minute. So we'll actually sign a new pact. Yes. No, we don't want to play the tutorial. And we'll start at Cemetery level 1. Play! Tarot cards. These are a system where these give you a little buff, so you press E in game and it'll activate your tarot cards. So if I want, I could have haste. So everything moves 2 times slower. Endurance. And what's this? Initial health. So we'll have a blessing as well, so I'll get a bit more HP. And then we'll start the game. And we'll go... Let's go on Nightmare for the intro. Enjoy.
My name is Daniel Garner. I've been dead for so long it's hard to remember who I really was. Not a very good person, that's for sure. But even someone like me gets a chance. For a moment in my life, the light appeared. Catherine. That vanished so fast. We died. I don't know what happened to Catherine. She deserved a better place. I landed here, in the world between heaven and hell. I fought with the devil himself. They promised me that I'd join Catherine, but it was all a lie. Angels and demons tricked me. There's no way out of here. In hell, there's no such thing as the end of pain. When you think it's over, the pain just gets worse.
Daniel, wake up. He's coming.
Daniel Garner, I have an offer for you.
Yeah? I have one too. Die!
I'm afraid that's my line. But now, do you want your Catherine back? I'll take you to her.
Right. I've heard that before.
Collect 7 legions of souls for me, and you'll meet your beloved wife.
How can I be sure you're not lying like the others?
There are only 2 things in the world that are certain, and you're talking to one of them.
Yeah, and you're not the tax collector.
$7,000 souls for your true love.
Why are you helping me?
Because you are an abomination in the battle with the Hell Lords. You should have died 1,000 times. But you're still alive. You don't belong here. You disrupt the equilibrium. 7,000 souls, Daniel. Then you'll find Catherine.
Oh, I've just pressed the wrong button. Anyway, guys, I've just put slow motion on, but it doesn't matter. So, that was the intro, and yeah, what can I say? I think they've done an amazing job of the actual intro cinematic, and it actually makes you feel like the game's going to be really deep and interesting. However, the game itself is just visceral fun. Look at the slow motion that I started. I don't know how long it lasts for. Hopefully it'll end soon. But it looks cool. So yeah, the intro and everything like that, you can see that it was actually really well done. It does sound a little bit like a Duke Nukem. It doesn't actually give you all of the information. It's kind of like a mix between... They're treating it like a sequel, even though it's the same levels. This is a new weapon, which has just been given to me by death. Yes, 2 things that are certain, life and death. So yeah, I just thought it was really quite interesting, and I think they could have done more with the story than what they actually have done. But I have to admit, I actually just find the game so enjoyable, because very few games have got this such a visceral feel. Oh, I forgot I've got it on the hardest difficulty setting as well, and it could get a little bit harder. Oops. But yeah, so now I'll just collect these souls. So these are the souls, he wants 7,000 of them. So I'm assuming that there's actually 7,000 enemies throughout the whole game. I'm not certain, but it's a good assumption. So, in the bottom left-hand corner, we have my HP and my armor, which is now at 161 HP, 0 armor. In the bottom right, I've got 36 shotgun shells, and the secondary for the shotgun is actually an ice beam, and I've got no ammo for that currently. If I change weapon, I've got 30 discs. The secondary for this is a soul catcher, so I can kill people with this at a close range, and I can also use it to pull souls towards me. There are lots of weapons in the game, all with secondary fire, and all kind of interesting. In the top of the screen there is a compass which is telling me which way to go, so it's telling me to go through here. And on the right hand side it's got the number of souls collected, and I don't know what the star is. I'm assuming that is coins. Let's see if we can test that. Is there something to actually blow up around here? Let's see. Can't shoot that. Anyway guys, as it is, there we go. No, so it wasn't coins. I don't know what that pentagram thing is, but never mind. As you can see, this is a HD remake, and I have to admit guys, the texture quality is actually surprisingly good. This is actually on the Unreal Engine now, so they completely, I'm just going to get into fights. They completely changed the engine, yet they've managed to keep the feel, and that is so impressive, to be honest. I didn't expect them to be able to emulate the original Painkiller so closely when it comes to feel and speed. Because let's be honest guys, the Unreal Engine, although a great engine, isn't known for its responsiveness, so I was kind of a little bit worried that it was gonna feel meh. I was kind of hoping it wasn't going to feel clunky, but I kind of expected it to. And I have to say I'm really surprised and really happy to say that it's not clunky at all. It feels fun. Oh, damn. Maybe ammo is one of the difficulties on hard. Or I could have just collected the stuff over here maybe, and that would have helped. But yeah, it's a really visceral feeling to shoot, and not many games pull that off at all. Is there any secrets? Let's shoot the coffins. Let's rob from the dead. But no giving to the poor here, sir. Not at all. I think the rock music in the background really fits the scene as well. Someone's going to pop here, bang, in your face. Okay, something. Oh, wow. You're everywhere. This is not on the hardest difficulty level. This is the hardest difficulty level that you can start off with. You can actually unlock the hardest difficulty level after you complete the game, so. Let's pull them all towards me. And I need to find ammo. Is there any ammo around here? There we go. Ammo. More ammo. More ammo. 84 shots. That should be enough. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and lead all the enemies towards me. Let's just smash all these up. Oh, wow. Quite a lot of damage. Oh, wow. I didn't think there's that many there. I want all the coins. As you can see, the bunny hopping is still completely intact. Let's get all the coins. And this weapon, this new weapon, is a lot of fun. It's basically a big disc launcher, and it just destroys loads. Look at that! I wouldn't say it's overpowered, though. Especially not on the later levels and the hard difficulties. Ammo's not rare, but it's not plentiful either. Let's just smash some of these down. Let's suck all these souls. I want all your souls. All your souls that belong to me. Eat that. So, a game that this is kind of like, that you may have played previously if you haven't played Painkiller, is Serious Sam. The gameplay is almost identical in many respects. It's not as crazy as Serious Sam. It's a little bit more serious in its tone, obviously. I personally think it's better than Serious Sam. I honestly do. I just really like the way that it feels. And feel is very important in games. All the coins are belong to me. Oh, there's an enemy following me or something. The arrow always points to any enemies that are alive, so. There we go. Now it's going red, so that's the end of this section. Let's see if there's any more ammo that I've missed. This is the disc ammo for the Crazy Satan gun. That's what I'm going to call it. Well, Crazy Death gun. Gun of Death, we'll call it. There are secret areas, but I haven't found any yet on this level, so I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but we'll see. Where are you all? There you are. We'll just get rid of that. Easy, son. Who are you messing with? Obviously, single player is just one aspect of this. There is actually a cooperative setting. Unfortunately, there's not many people playing. I've got another key that I've given away, so I may actually be doing a co-op pretty damn soon. I'm not certain exactly when, because we're both quite busy, but I'm sure we'll sort it out. Oh, wow. Yeah, these bad guys, which are the old men kind of things, they can blind you, so it's always important to kill them as soon as possible. See, there's something in there, but I don't know how you get in there. There must be a way in. Oh, wow. What are you doing, son? Oh, wow. These guys are a little bit tougher than what I was expecting this early on. Yeah, get out of my face, matey. Right, so how do I get that? Can I use the soul collector? So that's not working. Shotgun, not working. What could it be? Is there a clue? Is there a button? I don't know. That doesn't seem to be doing anything, does it? Another thing that's worth mentioning is the performance on this game is absolutely excellent. For the actual graphical quality, I've heard a few reviewers say that, oh, the game's not bad, but it doesn't look that good. I totally disagree. I think it's one of the best looking games this year, simply because of the amount of enemies you can have on the screen looking this good, with the quality that they've managed to achieve, is impressive. And I don't care what anybody says. If they say it's not, they're wrong. Simple as that, guys. This game is beautiful. Okay, so I don't want to get 66 souls, because if I get 66 souls, so one more soul. If I get 66 souls, I'm going to demon mode, and demon mode is best saved for when things get harder. Okay, we'll just cut you guys up. Okay, so where else? Oh. Come on, we'll just kill all you. Technically, I should be collecting the souls, but I just want to show you the demon mode in a more effective way. Oh, wow. Lots of souls. I'll hopefully get some use out of showing you it in here. Okay, so we'll kill this guy. Wait for his soul to arrive. If I don't die. Come on, show me your soul. Give me the soul. Give me the soul. There we go. And then, when I'm in this mode, bang, 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 bang. All you die. Like a boss. Like a goddamn... What are you doing, son? Boss. Let's collect all these souls again. Okay, so we collected all that. Always looking for secrets. I haven't found one on this map. I don't know if there is any, but we'll see at the end. And after the end of this map, the sound design is so good. There's also you can hear voices talking inside the tombs and crypts, which is pretty damn cool. Okay, while this happens, I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story, guys. So, when I was younger, I used to work in an internet gaming cafe. I wasn't into PC gaming at the time, but there was a guy that used to go there regularly, and he was called Adam. His game name was Adam Razorby. And he was practicing to play this game an awful lot. And he used to come into the internet cafe all the time, play against a lot of people. It didn't interest me at all, so I never played it. And then one day I got a PC Gamer DVD sent. So I thought, you know what, I'll stick this on. And it had a video on it for something called the Intel Bloodlines Championship or something like that. And what it was a Painkiller tournament for a CPL competition, which was $1 million competition. And this was basically the qualifiers to get onto a team, which was by the name of Four Kings at the time. It was held in London. Oh, and I died, yeah. Telling stories on the hardest difficulty is probably not a good thing. We'll carry on. So anyway, it was to get into Four Kings, and I watched the DVD, and I really enjoyed it. And a guy called Zacubus, or David Treacy, actually won the competition. And later in life, like a good 5 or 6 years later, I was playing Left 4 Dead, and Zacubus, whose gamer name, was actually on the server, and I started talking to him. And yeah, so a guy that I'd seen who was kind of felt famous to me was on a game. I ended up talking, and I ended up spending quite a lot of time with the team Dignitors, and he loved this game. He talks about this game non-stop because this is what he competed in. It wasn't his main game. Unreal was his main game, but I'm just trying to say that this game actually kind of meant a lot to me. And I'm not looking at it through fanboy eyes, because when I started playing this game, the online community had died well before, and it was already quite old, so it wasn't the best looking game. But then when I heard this game was coming out, I was kind of excited. I was looking forward to it, and I have to admit, my expectations were very high, and they've been met in almost every single category. Graphics are great, gameplay is amazing, sound design's good. It's a good game. The only problem that I've got with it, to be honest, is not a problem with the game, but it's timing. And the game's good no matter when you release it. If a game's good, and this game is great. It just feels like it's not going to do as well as it could do, because the concept is a little bit outdated, which I think is a massive shame, because what happened to the days when skill actually meant something in a video game? But basically, this is going to get me onto the multiplayer, so I'm going to finish this last bit now, which I believe is a little boss or something. And we'll just shoot this guy to hell. Oh, get out of my face, love. Oh, what are you doing, son? What are you doing? Out of it. Decapitated, mate. Decapitated. Oh, wow, I'm taking a lot of damage. Okay, shotgun it is. Oh, get out of my face, get out of my face. Get on the floor, mate, get on the floor. You are so doomed. I owned your ass. Game over. So yeah, what I was going to get towards, guys, is, as you can see, the movement system, the weapons and everything feel amazing. And what this game really did well was its multiplayer modes. And back in the day when people used to actually not worry too much about winning, and it was all about skill. Years ago, if you did half well at a game and you came midway up a server, but you knew it was good people you played against, you'd be proud of yourself. Nowadays, we're living in a time where if you're not in the top 2 on a server, you feel like you're a fucking noob and you get frustrated with yourself. And that is a problem that this game is going to suffer from, unfortunately, because the multiplayer mode requires skill, and it really promotes the idea of skill. And if you lose, it feels quite bad at first, but you just need to get used to the idea that if you lose at this game, it is purely down to skill, and you want to compete, you want to get better, you want to practice, you want to do as best you can, then the only thing you can do is do the best you can. Anyway, so what we're going to do is go to the main menu, and I'm going to show you the multiplayer quickly, which is kind of, I'm expecting it to be kind of disappointing right now, because look at this, guys. It's a real shame. There's one person playing there. Yeah, so we'll jump on with the one player and see if... Oh no, that we don't want to jump in that one. We want to do on the deathmatch. And we'll see if I can have any fun. So as the multiplayer mode, it is fast, it is furious, and I've not played this map before. But I'm probably going to die. Quite harsh. And the server feels laggy, so I'm assuming it's a locally hosted server. Oh no. It doesn't feel perfect, I can tell you that much. It said official, which would disappoint me, to be honest. But as you can see, the movement system allows for some crazy moves. Quality of the maps is pretty damn great as well. Oh, jump pad. Where does this take me? To my death, because I wasn't hitting it with speed. Speed is so important in this game. How do I get up there? Can I get back up there? I don't believe I can. Death is the only way. I'm afraid. No! Okay, so where's this other guy? Can we see him? Can we see him? Where is he? I don't know where he is. He's probably not even spawned. Oh, there he is. So with the stake gun, there's obviously a big delay. But I've got this, so... Where's he going? Yeah, that guy is not too smart. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here because... Yeah, he's gone now as well. But there's just not many people playing multiplayer. And it's a real shame. So for my wrap-up thoughts, I need to say... The price is, I believe it's £17 or $20-ish dollars maybe. And do I think it's worth it for the price? Well, yes, the single player campaign is great. It's a lot of fun. It's short. It's visceral. If you've already played it, then I don't know if I can definitely say it's worth playing it again. But the game is so fun. I definitely believe it's worth the money. But my issue is with the multiplayer. The multiplayer is so amazing. I believe they could do a little bit of work on the actual netcode itself, but apart from that, it feels amazing, it plays amazing, the weapons are fun and fast action. It is a great multiplayer game, and I just really wish that they released the multiplayer for free. To everybody. I'm not even talking about monetizing the game, I'm talking about release it for free, because right now, even the people that buy the game can't play the multiplayer. So there's no actual value in the multiplayer component unless you're going to be playing a LAN match. But that would require lots of people to buy it, and it's just unlikely. So, if Nordic Games were to release the multiplayer component of Painkiller HD for free, I would say it'd be one of the best multiplayer PC shooters ever released. It just feels visceral and fun, guys. I cannot say that enough. For the actual single player campaign itself, do I believe it's worth it? I do believe it's worth it. However, if you're not that interested in this kind of fast kinetic action and you prefer a story-based game, then yeah, this might not be the right game for you. However, I do believe that if you see this game at $10 or £7 in the Christmas holiday sale, go for it, guys. If this game was $10 and below, I'd say everybody rush out right now and get it. It looks amazing and it plays amazing. I cannot give this game enough praise. I am so chuffed for Nordic Games and Farm 51. I think they've done an amazing job, and I really hope that this game sells enough to actually warrant them doing some more with the multiplayer, because it's such a shame to not have these kind of games anymore on the PC. It really is. Anyway, guys, I've been the Genesis. Don't forget to slap that subscribe button for some more PC gaming goodness. I hope that you've enjoyed the video. Show a like if you have, and I will catch you again very soon, guys. Peace out. Hell and damnation, y'all. Bye-bye.